Hi guys, today I'm back again on your screen. My name is the driver's teacher. Today I want us to talk about something that people keep asking. People have been asking me what is defensive driving, what is defensive driving. Today I want us to look out for what defensive driving really talks about. You know, defensive driving is a very broad topic. When we use the word defensive driving, it takes in a lot of work for you to be called as a defensive driver. And to be called as a defensive driver, you have to put in a lot of work. So now the question is, you watching, are you a defensive driver? Then, what are the roles of a defensive driver? What are the things that as a defensive driver you need to do on the road to help to prevent accidents from occurring, to help to save life on our road? When we say someone is a defensive driver, or in general, a defensive driving as a whole, we said defensive driving is driving to save life, time, and money. The money can be your property because the car that you are using, you use the money to buy the car. And the moment you are driving and there's an accident, that money you cannot get it back again because the car will be damaged. And when the car is damaged, you lose your money. At the same time, your life can be also at risk. If you don't die, you'll be injured. And when you are injured, you're also going to spend money on your medical bills and all that. And wherever you are going at that moment, you cannot go again. So why won't all of us drive defensively on the road by following the rules and regulations? As a defensive driver, what are your roles? How can you drive to save life? How can you drive to save your time and your money? You can always drive to save life, time, and money on the road if you only obey the rules and regulations. How do we obey these rules and regulations? They are simple on the road. Where they say go 50 as a speed limit inscribed on the road, you follow by going 50. Where they say you must not do U-turn, you don't do them. Where they say you must not make a 3-point turn, you don't do them. But here is the case, on our roads in Ghana, people do everything at all that they want to do on the road, which is leading to a lot of loss of life on our roads. And it is killing people on our road. As a defensive driver, you must always know the conditions around you and the actions of other road users. Because why am I saying you must always know the conditions around you? The way you drive on the Legon main atomic road will never be the same way driving within, let's say, Kwabenya Dome area. No, because the Dome road is an urban sector and the Legon atomic road is an highway. So the way you are going to speed there will never be the same. But here's the case, when people hit onto the road, the way they drive on the highway, they send the same method onto the urban areas and even to the extent of sending it to the rural areas, which is not helping. It is not helping at all. After you knowing the conditions around you, as a defensive driver, you must also always anticipate for potential obstacles or potential hazards, things you assume they might happen or things you believe they are there but you've not seen them. And always when you're able to have this anticipation, you should always adjust your driving to suit the road environment. You should be able to know that you are driving around school area, children will be playing. You are driving around market area, people will just walk into the road anyhow. So as a defensive driver, whenever you are driving, wherever you find yourself, you must try to anticipate for possible potential hazard in order to save life, in order to save people from getting injured. To be a good driver or to be a defensive driver, you must always follow the 2 seconds rule on the road. That is, leaving a space between you and the car ahead of you, which is popularly known in Ghana as bumper to bumper. So they are saying that You shouldn't tailgate. The right word is tailgating. You shouldn't tailgate on the road, but always practice 2 seconds in order to save yourself, because sometimes the car in front of you might accidentally slam his or her brake at once. When it happens and you are too close to such person, you run into the car of the person. So, but when you have that space between you and the car, it helps you to save yourself from crashing into the person's car. Characteristics of a defensive driver. As a defensive driver, you must possess the following characters. 1. Knowledge. You must have knowledge on whatever you are going to do on the road, both practical and theological. So you must always have thorough understanding of everything that you see on the road to be on the safer side. Getting the knowledge, you must be alert. Alertness always goes with smartness. There are 3 mirrors on your car, that is the interior and the external ones. Always when you are driving, you must make good use of these mirrors in order to help you know the things that is happening around you. So whenever you have the concept or you know the things that is happening around you, it always helps you to have an escape route in terms of danger or in terms of something, so that you can easily escape from danger. The next one is foresight. You must always have a foresight. Foresight is in line with anticipation. You should be able to predict what is ahead of you within 25 meters as a defensive driver. If you're able to predict all these things ahead of you, it helps you to have a good judgment on that particular area. So wherever you have a good foresight, automatically you are going to have a good judgment on whatever that is ahead of you, for you to be able to overcome it with ease. After getting the judgment, then your skills will come in. Because if you know that there's a speed ramp ahead of you, which you've seen it, you have a good foresight, so you've automatically seen it. You have judged it and see that, oh, that place has a speed ramp, so when I get there, I have to slow down. You slowing down, running on the speed ramp smoothly for the passengers or the people in the car enjoy the driving, meaning you are applying your skills. But if you don't see these ramps on the road, you always run on it with force and the people in it will jump on the seat. And the moment that can happen, you are not a defensive driver. After possessing all these characters, don't forget to wear your coat. So always wear your driver's coat to crown it up for you to be fully fit on the road. That is concentration, observation, anticipation, and tolerate people. I've talked about this in my previous discussion. For those of you that you missed that class, you can go back to the page and read about the quote. Thank you. My name is the driver's teacher. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on TikTok for more defensive driving updates to save life on our road. The main aim of this is to promote driver education. Don't forget, when you see me in town, you call me the driver's teacher and I will always respond. Drive with safety in mind. Drive with safety in mind. Your life is more precious to me. Thank you.